We have some strong mutable energy today, and if utilized correctly, we are typically comfortable with change and may even seek it out as a way to grow and expand our horizons. However, mutable energy can sometimes lead to a tendency towards indecisiveness or being easily influenced by others. Now sit back, relax, and let's explore the cosmic energies together and gain an understanding of how we can embrace this energy, utilize this energy, and move forward today and every day. Hi, I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and welcome to your daily focus for June the 12th, 2023. Thanks for being here. And thank you for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send me each and every day. Now we have a 12 energy today, and the 12 energy is the hangman. The 12 energy is pulling back a little bit and looking at things logically, not struggling against it, not putting too much emotion into it, being in the moment, and understanding perhaps where we need to give up control in our life, or where we need to surrender in our life, or where we need to be more mindful in our life. 1 plus 2 is a 3 energy, and the 3 energy is about the transformation. It's a young energy. It's inquisitive. It's curious. It is communicative. So we can talk today, and we can talk about our dreams, our desires, and bring in the transformation through our words. Now, if we look at the numerology of the day, it's a 6 plus a 3 plus a 7, which gives us a 16 energy. The 16 energy is awakenings. The 16 energy allows certain things to leave our life in order for us to experience the path that we want to step on. What holds us back? What hinders us? What doesn't allow us to move forward, or what burdens us perhaps? Under a 16 energy, it can be eradicated. It can be dissipated in a heartbeat. Many times, though, we believe that whatever is being dissipated or taken out of our life, we need in our life, but we do not need it in our life. The 16 energy will never take away something that you actually need going forward. It, in essence, sets you up for exactly where you need to be on your path forward. 1 plus 6 is a 7. The 7 is about standing in your truth. And yes, in order to make relationships work, situations work, there are compromises that need to be made. But when we compromise, we don't compromise our happiness, our joy, our needs, our wants away in the process of trying to bring in harmony and trying to bring in beauty. So you have to put yourself as number one and make sure that any kind of compromises you make under this kind of energy is one that mutually benefits everybody. The sun is in Gemini, the moon is in Aries, and we have a very strong mutable energy today. Now this represents our flexibility, our adaptability, the ability to change and adjust to different circumstances, scenarios. Be flexible in thinking, and we can easily adapt to various situations, environments. Today, we are typically comfortable with change. We may even seek it out as a way to grow, as a way to expand our horizons. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the mutable energy can sometimes lead a tendency towards indecisiveness or being easily influenced by others, and we may struggle with maintaining any kind of consistency. So it allows us to navigate change with ease and embrace different perspectives and possibilities. Just take a deep breath, right? The 12 energy is with us. So we don't want to be stuck not knowing which way to go. We want to take that step back. We want to look at things logically. And so the 12 energy is there to help us through this mutable energy to use it effectively in our life. Now Venus will square Jupiter, and this can bring a conflict between indulgence and moderation, or maybe an imbalance between desires and realistic expectations. It can lead to overindulgence, extravagance, and an excessive desire for pleasure and material possessions. So be very, very careful of this energy, because this is usually when we spontaneously buy something that we just have to have, and the next day we're like, why did we bother to buy this? What a waste of money. Why did I think I needed this? So make sure that if you are purchasing, especially big ticket items today, that there is a very good refund policy in place before you walk out the door with it. Okay, try and don't try and impress people by spending a lot of money on them and things. They're going to be impressed by who you are, the unique self, not how much money you can spend on them, not how many gifts you can give them. So sometimes we seek pleasure by making other people happy and we go overboard. So pull it back if that's the kind of person that you are. If we encourage the seeking of immediate gratification without considering long term consequences, then we do have long term consequences to deal with. There can also be an aspect in this energy to manifest as a tendency to overcommit, to overextend, to take on too many responsibilities. So there's a desire for freedom, but there's that expansion that clashes with the need for commitment and stability. And we kind of have to find the balance between those two. So it's definitely up to us to navigate the challenges, to find the balance between the energies of Venus and Jupiter to work to our betterment. So be mindful of moderation, setting up realistic expectations, considering consequences for your actions can all be helpful in managing the potential pitfalls. And yes, you're hearing a lot of the mutable energy in there as well, right? So really think things through. Really use that 12 energy to its fullest degrees of strength for us today. Now the moon will trine Mars today. When the moon trines Mars, well, the moon represents our emotions, our instincts, nurturing, the subconscious mind. And Mars is energy, passion, assertiveness, taking action. And when these two planets form a trine, their energies work together in harmony to support us. Now, this can bring a blend of emotional sensitivity and assertiveness in. It can enhance our ability to express our feelings and needs with a confidence, with a conviction. This might be a time that it inspires you to take action on your emotions and desires in a balanced and constructive way. And you should experience a boost of energy and motivation. And this can be channeled into productive activities, endeavors, projects that you're working on, things that you want to step into. It provides almost like a sense of emotional courage and determination. It allows us to assert ourselves effectively while considering the needs and the concerns and the feelings of others. It promotes an emotional well-being, a positive attitude. And we may feel very emotionally balanced today, almost empowered, ready to tackle on challenges with an enthusiasm. So it supports a healthy emotional expression to create the harmony and cooperation in our relationships. Okay, let's turn to the cards. Our underlying energy for today is the Four of Pentacles. What do we hold on to? What do we refuse to let go of? Remember, we have the 16 energy, okay? Some of these things are things that will be ripped right out of our hands if we do not look at it logically ourselves first and start to take proactive steps towards letting go of some things. Maybe it's control over things. Maybe it's where we actually need to surrender. So we're holding on to these things because we don't want to surrender. But these things are very much being a detriment in our life. This card says we have to pay attention to what we're holding on to, because it stagnates us. It holds us back from opening up to, well, what's behind us, right? If we stood up and we turned around, we'd see this giant gate. And it's a gate, it's a giant pinnacle, for goodness sakes. So our path towards abundance. And it's being guarded by angels. But when we are sitting there like this, we will never see the opportunities at that time. So it's really about letting go of things that hold us back. Or maybe it's too many responsibilities and obligations and we need to let go of some of those in our life. Our first card is the Hierophant. So our spirituality. Well, with Jupiter and Venus together, I can see our spirituality really being a strong thing today. Growing our spirituality, taking time to be in our spirituality, whether that is for you meditation or prayer, maybe just sitting in quiet contemplation. It could be of being of service to others. Okay, that's a beautiful heart center kind of energy to give out to the world, so that harmony can come in to your life, and we can oftentimes allow our emotional expression out and really grow our emotional expression through being of service to others. We have the Six of Wands. Six of Wands say you may have seen some successes in the last little bit. You may even have had a big one, okay? But because this is a collective reading for everybody, not everybody has had that big giant leap of knowledge or wisdom or clarity coming in, and we take that giant step forward. Not every one of us was gifted with that, although obviously some of us are. But regardless of where you are on your path and how much successes you've had in the past, this is not a time to stop. This is not a time to rest. This is a time to go forward. Okay, so this card, if you can see yourself riding the stallion, you are all in your armor. You're ready for the next challenge. You know, you're not in your Sunday best in this parade. You are in your working clothes. You are going forward. You're striving towards the next destination. But here, this is kind of like a parade, and everybody comes out to clap and celebrate you and your accomplishments and what you've done and what you do and where you're going and how you lead and your gifts and your talents and your abilities, and you are being celebrated. And don't allow any kind of, people are celebrating you. That's wonderful, but don't allow yourself to pull back because of that. You want to push yourself forward, if nothing else, because you have that support behind you too. And we have the Magician. The Magician is here to say, what do you want? He has one arm raised towards the sky, raised towards the heaven, releasing your hopes, your dreams, your wishes, your desires. And he has one hand towards the ground, towards reality, to bring it in, to make it so. Most times it's not as easy as just talking to the Magician and saying our wish and it happens. We have to put forth the effort. We have to say in some way in our minds, you know what, Magician? I could really, really use your help, but I can do it without you if I must, because I want this more than anything else. And fuel it with passion, fuel it with desire. And watch how it manifests into something very tangible and real in your life going forward. We'll get a Nature's Whispers here. This can be a very transformative day. I mean, we do have the 3 energy. We have so much. All the mutable energy. I mean, we're more capable of walking towards things rather than staying back in things. Some things that may not be healthy for us to stay in, but we know it. So as wrong as it may be, sometimes we stay in bad behaviors, bad relationships, bad environments because we know what to expect. So this is a kind of day where we can push ourselves out of those areas and into areas of growth. We have expansion, the 12 energy. I kid you not. Look at this. So I think the artist has really gone out of their way, because I already see all kinds of things popping out in this one. To see, pictures within the pictures within the pictures. Something may call out to you. And chances are it is a message just for you. So pay attention to it. Google it after if I don't touch on it. So the expansion. You are continually moving, evolving, and going through cycles in your life. Attune and align yourself to the rhythms of nature around you. This is an exciting time with new beginnings, growth, and changes. There are many settings that will provide for inner development and expansion. Pay attention to everything that is going on around you and the effect it is having on you. Consider environmental issues or use this as an opportunity for new studies. It is a good idea to recognize the need for extra rest and personal care while integrating new energies, so you are ready for important messages and opportunities. Just as in nature, you too have seasons of growth and maturity. So this is an exciting time of new beginnings, of growth, of expansion, and this whole reading so far has led us to this card summarizing it for us. Now let's get an animal here. See what wonderful animal comes out. And we have the snow leopard, self-reliance. You are strongly independent and often solitary. Integrity is important for you for your best outcome. Cloak yourself with invisibility and walk with the shamans. Use your intuition and let your life unfold in silent perfection. So use your intuition and let your life unfold in silent perfection. What beautiful words. So, if you want to use it as an affirmation, I use my intuition to let my life unfold in silent perfection. It's a beautiful affirmation to say as you begin your day. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.